Hello. Today is Wednesday, April 7th, and this is your phonics lesson for today. How are you guys and gals? I hope you're doing good. All right, so now this week we're talking about those bossy R vowel sounds again. So remember, this week we're talking about ER, IR, and UR. They all make the same sound. What sound do they make? Right. Er. So that bossy R, he says, you do not get to make a sound. You are going to be silent, and I'm going to say So that's what that sound makes. And so it makes it kind of hard when we're trying to spell a word and we hear in it and we know it needs a vowel. You're going to have to know which one it is, or you're going to have to guess if you don't know. ER, IR, and UR. Okay, so let's practice reading some of those words. So here we have our board. And the first two rows all have the and even the ORs in these couple words on this board say OR doesn't always say It mostly says or. But this week, if you see it, it's most likely going to say Okay, so let's see if we can read these. Her, bird, curl, first, worm, dirt. A little faster. Her, bird, curl, first, worm, dirt. Okay, next row. Word, verb, turn, jerk, nurse, curve. Those E's on the end are just silent also. They don't really do anything. Word, verb, turn, jerk, nurse, curve. This kind of jerk is like, ooh, you jerk your hand away if you touch something hot. You jerk your hand away. Turn. We know a verb is an action, don't we? We know what word is. That is a word. Okay, now these might not say so we can tell that one doesn't. Bun, burn, clock, clerk, shirt, skirt, clerk, shirt, skirt. A clerk is like a person who works in a store. Like maybe if you're at a grocery store and the person that checks out your food and tells you how much, that could be a clerk, a store clerk. Okay, and then we have kind of a mixture of different phonics skills we've learned down here. So we have large, lucky, flight, better, return, surprise. Large, lucky, flight, better, return, surprise. Large and lucky are adjectives. They describe things. They can describe a noun. All right, now I want to look at this book, and you might have this at home, but probably not. It is a paper book, and I don't think you probably all have it. It's called Cowgirl Gert and the Dust Storm. So it's okay if you don't have it, because we're going to look right up here. Excuse me, sneezed. Okay. So we have I keep saying cowboy. Cowgirl Gert and the Dust Storm. So we're going to see those in there. Now look, this OR says storm. Okay, page down. I'm going to go over to my computer a second because I want to make it a little bit smaller so we can see it a little better. We want to be able to see the picture. There we go. Okay. And hopefully you can see it okay. All right, so this is cute. So here she is on the, like at her ranch. And look at it, it looks like she's lassoing the moon. So let's see, let's try to read this. Gert was a cowgirl. And let me tell you, Gert was the best in the West. So we had girl and Gert had the . Once, Gert needed a brighter light, so she just roped the moon. Look at it, she's by a bobcat. That girl was sweeter than candy. Once she met up with a bobcat. My, he was a mean one. They looked at each other. Gert smiled, and that old cat started to purr. She's got the magic touch. Gert rode anything. Yes, sir. She rode the fastest horse. She rode the meanest bull. Once she even rode a dust storm. Can you ride a dust storm? It's a fantasy, isn't it? It's like a folk tale. It was hotter than hot. We had not seen a drop of rain. Then one day, a big storm blew in. It was darker than night. That storm started to turn. It started to whirl and swirl. Faster and faster it went. Oh no. Oh, look at that. Dirt flew. Trees hugged each other. The corn turned inside out. 30 cows blew away. A herd of goats flew off. Which way would the storm go next? Gert! I yelled. Says I yelled. So who has been telling this story? Do you remember seeing another character earlier in the book? Yes, he's the one telling the story. So he yells for Gert. Quick as a wink, there she was. Gert walked under that storm. She had a saddle in her hands. So think about what she's going to do, what you know she's going to do. Up, up, up she flew. The storm twisted. It turned under her, but Gert held on. Yippee! She yelled. She was having fun. Gert rode that storm, and she sent it on its way. Thanks to Gert, no one was hurt. But first she made it dig a hole, and we all got a brand new well. So what caused her to build that? Because they were dry, they had no water. So because of that, she drilled the hole for the well. Now they have water. Yes, sir. That Gert was some cowgirl. And there she is. So yeah, the story, at first, it's like you think this story's being told by her, but it's talking about Gert, and it's the man telling the story, isn't it? The man was telling the story. So So she kind of had a special touch with animals. And she was just really good at everything she did. And she was able to ride that storm away and help them get a well. It's kind of a cute little folk tale, and it helps us practice our EI, ER, IR, and UR. All right, if you want to, I don't know how easy it is for you, but if you want to back up the video and kind of go through and try to read it, pause it and read it on your own, you can do that. If you have it at home, then it's yours. You can color it, you can read it, okay? All right, so now for your work for today is your paper. So you have the 3 different ways to get your You have IR like in circus, ER like in superstar, and then UR like in purse. Okay? So you cut each word out and glue it into the correct square. And then you're going to read them. That's the important thing. That's why we do these, is to cut them out, glue them, and then read them. They all say So that's the easy part. So you're going to see which ones are IR, which ones are ER, and which ones are UR. There are probably some spelling words for the week in there. Okay? And then you're going to use at least one. You can use more than one. You're going to use one of these words and write it in a sentence. Give me a good sentence. Use an adjective. You can use describing words. Okay, give details. Write a good sentence with at least one of these words. Okay, and you're going to cut glue and then write a great sentence. Don't forget everything your sentence needs. And then you're going to send that to your teacher for your phonics today. All right, girls and boys, this was Tuesday. No, it was not. It was Wednesday, August 7th. Oh my goodness, April 7th. What is going on with me? It is Wednesday, April 7th. And this was your phonics today. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for phonics. Bye.